Okay, good afternoon, all. This is Cadet Mohammed, Mauricio Guerrero, and Tyler Hinton, and we are presenting the Battle of Cowpens, which was executed on January 17th, 1781. I will be covering what exactly is the Battle of Cowpens, along with the review analysis. Guerrero will be covering the battle, and Hinton will be covering the cause and effect. The Battle of Cowpens was one of the many battles covered in the American Revolutionary War, fought between 1775 and September 3rd, 1781. It was between the Crown, which was Britain, and the 13 colonies, because the 13 colonies wanted to establish their independency. The British were directed by Lord Charles Cornwallis and led by Lieutenant Colonel Tarleton to go up against Brigadier General Daniel Morgan and Major General Nathaniel Greene. Strategic and operational overview. The Crown, they had a Southern campaign, which was called the Southern Strategy, which was to win over all of the Southern states, which includes Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. The Continental Army, which was the 13 colonies, they implemented a quasi-guerrilla style of warfare, which George Washington referred to as the War of Posts. This was adopted from the Second Punic Wars, which the battle was fought between Hannibal Barca and Fabius Maximus. George Washington did a couple of hit and run defense tactics, which was in his favor during the Revolutionary War. The principal adversaries, Lord Charles Cornwallis and Major Nathaniel Greene, were the principal adversaries behind Lieutenant Colonel Tarleton and Brigadier General Daniel Morgan. Lord Charles Cornwallis' plan was to invade North Carolina, but when he received inaccurate intelligence, he ordered Lieutenant Colonel Tarleton to go defend the British fort in 96, South Carolina. Because Major General Greene did not have faith in his men fighting against the British in any direct confrontation, he aimed at keeping his force split in different regions. Brigadier General Morgan and his men dispatched to take position at the Pacolet and Broad Rivers in South Carolina, leading us to the Battle of Cowpens on January 17, 1781. Here's a visual of the different rivers located in South Carolina. Cowpens was near the Thickety River in South Carolina. That's on the Thickety Mountain. During the time of the battle, it was a cold winter morning and it was right after dawn. According to NPS.gov, some of the obstacles that they may have went to was a real swampy area in front of the Broad River. The three rivers of South Carolina that played a key terrain factor was the Enoree, the Tiger, Pacolet, and Broad Rivers. They were instrumental to the travel and strategies and events, as well as the Thickety Mountain, a small mountain in the north serving as the landmark. Some of the advantages the Patriots had was trees and small hillocks for cover, and it gave the impression that the Patriots were running from the Bluecoats. Here's another visual showing where the Redcoats and the Bluecoats were positioned during the Battle of Cowpens. You could see Thickety River attached to Broad River, and the whole thing is on Thickety Mountain. I'm gonna have to skip this slide. We're gonna have to do this over. Sorry, guys. I don't know anything that's on the slide. I'm just skip it for now. How long was that? Does anybody know?
I didn't have a timer.
Yeah, I didn't have a timer either, but
Okay.
I feel like it's doing pretty good. I
Yeah,
feel like
you're
we can continue and then edit this stuff out, right?
I can, but I don't know anything that's on this slide. And
I mean, we can.
it's in the notes. So
We can redo it, and I can share it. 'Cause I don't have any notes, so we can restart it and right now, and I can be the one with the screen, and then you can use your notes,
let me stop.
and then we can just go and restart.
Hold on. Stop